Our track is going to be 30 feet high. Our fun slide's not up right now, but our fun slide is 30 feet high. The lamp posts as you're walking in over here, I know the umbrellas are kind of covering it, but these lamp posts over here are in the 28 feet range, so it's going to be just a little taller than that. Most of the track is going to be a raised platform, so there's only going to be 2 spots where you're actually going to be down on the ground, and those 2 spots are going to be the closest to the pit. Where you enter and exit the pit, that's where it's going to touch the ground. The rest of it's pretty much going to be up in the air. Steve is the contractor who's going to be building our go-kart track. He just arrived. MGC developers, they specialize in helping build go-kart tracks, mini golf courses, batting cages, FECs. We have J&J amusement park product cars that are going to be going on the track. J&J gave us a basic rough draft of what we would like to see in a go-kart track, and then they passed us off to Steve, who then told us how much it was going to cost to build the track, and then we had to go find an engineer who helps design the track, and then the whole process goes on and on. So right now we are at the very beginning stages of the construction of the track. So demolition is complete. All right, demolition is complete, and we'll see the track going up hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Where is the track itself actually made? Is it made on site?
It's made on site.
Oh, okay. And all the welding stuff's going to be done here?
Everything's done here. We're getting all the raw materials in. We got to fabricate all the steel.
The structure itself is going to be all wood, and the surface that you drive on is going to be concrete. So it's going to be much like the Fun Spot go-karts or the Atlanta go-karts. That's the exact kind of designer material that we're using. Well, we are going to have attendants that are going to be on the track, but we also have video surveillance, not only for operation standpoint, but for security standpoint. And any incidences that may happen at the park, we always try to have captured on video to help us assist at why it happened, what we can do to improve it. So we always are looking for something, you know, in the lines of video security. So right now, we only have 2 cameras that are in this whole area, and the whole track will have cameras on it. One thing we didn't talk about is the lighting package that this go-kart track is going to have. It's going to have a unique lighting package that right now we're working with a design firm. They're helping us engineer a system in which the go-kart lights, LED lights, will light up the track, but as we say commands like caution, it will actually strobe caution through the covered levels of the track. Same thing with your race is done, it'll strobe red through the track as well. So we're working with them on different design elements and what we can do when it comes to putting together a system for the track. Any other questions for Steve?
How long is it going to take?
Yeah, Steve, how long is it going to take?
I've been told I got to be done by April.
Oh, right.
So obviously rain affects us.
Not helping?
Yeah, rain
weather permitting.
The other hard part is going to be pouring concrete. Yes, when is it going to be complete? We're aiming for April. Concrete is the hardest thing to do, especially if it's cold. It has to be a certain temperature in order to pour the concrete. Obviously, the conditions of the track have to be a certain way in order to go out and do drilling or putting in the poles as well. So those are all going to be obstacles that we're going to have to work through. So we're aiming for April, but the weather could push it back. So the city of Fredericksburg obviously has to approve any type of building permits that we would need in order to do an attraction. They've already given us the approval to go ahead and start construction. Once we are done, since the city of Fredericksburg is not go-kart experts, we have to hire a company that will come out and do the inspection for the industry perspective, and then the city of Fredericksburg will look over their findings and then say whether it's good to go or not. Anybody been to Go-Karts Plus in the last year? Awesome. The brand new cars that they have on their figure 8 track on the top of the hill, those are the exact same cars we're getting. Same paint job. The only thing we're changing is it's not going to say Go-Karts Plus on it. We're going to change it so it's Plus. What's that?
Are they gas or electric?
Gas powered, yeah. Electric is really expensive, and we just didn't feel that it was the right time to flip over to electric as of yet. We're not going to have like a specific like photo booth. but people would be able to take photos as they're getting in and out. They just won't be able to have their phone with them. We also allow people to take GoPros on as long as they have the right equipment to make sure that it's secured. They can't have helmet cams or anything like that, but they can have the chest strap or wrist strap as long as they keep 2 hands on the wheel at all times. I just want to warn you guys that there is, this is an active construction site, so there is some rock and stuff up here, so be very careful when you're walking over. Once we're in the pit, everything's dry. We're not going to go in any of the muddy areas, but you'll be able to get a pretty good glimpse of the backside from the back of the pit. Go-kart, I'll get a really good deal on a go-kart right now. Cash in hand. Yeah, the stage will be the same. There's going to be some beautification that we're going to do to it, so it's going to look better than it is now. Yeah, this station is staying the same. The go-karts are the old cars, so if anybody's interested in go-karts, I will sell them cheap to you. And we have half of the track, the raised platform, is now staked out. The reason why they haven't started staking out the second part of the platform is they actually have to drive from the staging area over here to start putting everything up. And if they do that, and they've staked it all out, then they'd be driving over the stakes, and they'd have to have them resurveyed.
So this is the start, and you're still going this way, right?
Yep, so the carts are gonna come out here. We're gonna make the same turn that it used to, but when it gets over to the back side of the fun slide, it's gonna have that helix. It's gonna go 3 stories high. Then it's going to take the back side of the course to come all the way down to the back of the pit, where it's going to turn. You can either come back in the pit or circle back around, and then there's going to be another double helix. And the double helix, where these are right there, that's actually up in the air. So as it passes the station, it's coming down.
Oh, okay.
And it will connect back to the ground right where the pit starts.